Oh, that there? Oh. Hi, my name is Brandy. I'm 27. I am from a small town just south of Alva, Kentucky. I have a very large family. I'm 14th in a family of 16. We're a full family, full and full-figured, some of us. But don't let that scare you. You get used to the smell. I like listening to the radio. I really like Bon Jovi. I think he's pretty neat. Yeah. I'm here looking to meet a man. I come from a really small town, and a few years ago we had quite a large mining accident, and most of the local males just didn't make their way out. What am I looking for? Education is important, so driver's license. My turnoffs would include what are turnoffs? Not having a bank account. Too fast. I don't like fast hands. Those hands can slow right down. It would be nice if you haven't been incarcerated, although maybe you have a good reason. So here I am. Please call me. Contact me anytime. Anytime. Always a rainbow with Brandy.
That was amazing what you just got through saying.
Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more amazing, entertaining, delightful, great disciple content.
Tell me where the freak's at.
Hold up. Hey.
A roofer/flood victim pours on excuses to one unhappy customer. Loan processor Caroline Depew is suing a roofer for the value of materials and labor. Defendant Joshua Watkins says the plaintiff started slandering his name, causing him to lose jobs. Now it's Joe time.
Mr. Dupuy, you're suing Mr. Watkins. You say you paid the defendant a deposit for roofing materials to repair your roof, and it never got done.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Watkins, you candidly admit that you never started on plaintiff's roof due to some personal problems. However, you say since she started defaming your character and causing you to lose jobs, you're not going to pay her anything at all, or at least you don't think you should have to.
That's correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Now, if I get your complaint right, you say in April of this year you needed a roof fix and you were referred to the defendant by a friend. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor. I had a little extra money coming in from my tax refund. My homeowner's insurance was actually a lot higher than it should have been because my roof is over 20 years old. It's original to my house, so I wanted to go ahead and get it replaced.
We're in St. Louis.
Absolutely. We get a lot of rain, obviously, too, so important to have that fixed to the best that it can be. So I have a coworker, actually, who knows a lot of people who do construction work. I know with the economy the way that it is, a lot of people are out of work. I'd rather help somebody out who's kind of in need. So I asked her for a referral.
Very noble of you.
My ex-husband used to work construction, so I kind of know how all that works. So I got Josh's name. He was a personal referral. I believe he's the fiance of her best friend's niece or something like that. But she said he'd been in business for over 10 years. Gave me his number, called him, had him come out, take a look at the roof. He gave me an estimate of $2,500 for labor and materials.
You gave him a $1,600 deposit on April 16th.
It did. It took a little while. I didn't have the money yet initially when he gave me the quote. I told him, you know, when I got the money, we'd let him know. He was actually a little bit obnoxious with calling at one point 3 times in one day, asking when he could start and get ready.
Hold, you get ahead of yourself.
Okay.
You've tendered according to your sworn accounting. I have a canceled check showing that the deposit you put in the bank, the withdrawal and all that kind of stuff, etc. You say you gave him the money on the 16th.
The 16th.
The work was to start on the 18th.
That's correct.
Did work, in fact, start on the 18th?
No, it did not.
Has work, in fact, been done on your property?
Never.
Now, did you make any attempt to contact the defendant and find out why?
Absolutely. Over the next weeks, months,
Yes.
I contacted him
have you
multiple
gotten
times.
any reasonable explanation from the defendant?
I've gotten multiple explanations.
Do you consider any of them reasonable?
Well, obviously, his first one was that they got flooded out of their home, which I understand. I'm a reasonable person. Things happen. If something causes a delay, I understand that. However, I had a problem with the fact that I had to track him down, and he didn't come to me with that
So how
information.
long was it before you were able to track him down?
It was a couple of weeks. My coworker who had
So
referred
he's
him
got
tracked
the
him down.
money, so 2 weeks later you haven't seen him and you wind up tracking him down. He says he had a flood.
So he said he would start work as soon as possible. The next thing was that he said he'd ordered the materials, but that all 4 of his truck tires had been slashed. And so he
that
didn't have a
happened
way to
after
come.
that.
Yes. He said he didn't have a way
Now,
to pick up
did
the
anyone show up to do work? Well, according to your allegations, no, never. Now, by the way, did you check with the material suppliers that were brought into this?
After another couple of weeks, we ended up getting the name of who he had supposedly placed
The
the order
furnished
with.
name. Did you check?
Called, did not have an
Was
order in
there
my
any
name.
order for any material?
Not in my name, not in his name. And in addition to that, we asked about delivery, and they said, oh, where do you live? It's fairly close. Oh, we would deliver for free and shoot the shingles up onto your roof. So they would have already taken care of that for free. So after
All right,
that,
so you haven't gotten anything and you want a refund of your deposit.
Absolutely.
Now let's go to the defendant, Mr. Watkins. So what is your defense, sir?
Well, like 1 week after I had got the money from her, my house did flood. I have 5 kids and 1 is disabled, and she knows that. She had one of her male friends call and threaten me several times. She knows that
I
I'm...
can't speak to the threat, Your Honor. My ex-husband was the one who called him. My
Well,
ex-husband
I
was also
understand.
there when I wrote
You
the
get
check.
somebody, see, it's like this. If you get everything with a formal contract, they've got a storefront or an office, a business, trucks with the names on it, that's one thing.
She
you
knew that I
start
was a
doing
one-man
things
crew rather than 5 guys,
out
6
of
guys
the
working
closet or out of the back of the pickup, that starts getting into the frontier justice side of things.
He does own his own business.
Come on up here.
He
Now,
does have a business, but he is only one crew, or one man right now.
I do work on my own. She understands that.
yeah,
It's
well,
just
you
me.
do work on your own, but it's been 7 months since she tendered to you $1,600, and work on your own has resulted in going through the whole rainy season. So what is she supposed to do about maintaining her property, and what is she supposed to do, become your personal charity? And meanwhile, help has not been on the way, and the economy still shot to hell for ordinary people.
And I was reasonable with him. I tried to work with
Hold
him.
on
I
a second.
said,
Stop. By the way, back to the point. Is that why you got your tires slashed? Because you
My
did the
tires
same
weren't
thing to
slashed, Your Honor.
someone
My
else?
truck was broke down. I don't
What?
know where... My tires was not slashed.
The
My truck was broke down. And I don't know
Well,
where that
you didn't
came
tell
from.
her
We did miss out on other work that would have been plenty enough to pay for our problems and pay for the roof back and the money and the materials, and we missed out on
To my
jobs because
understanding,
of
she did understand my situation, and she was going to give me time to
Well,
to do
isn't
both.
7 months time enough? You haven't
Do
even
you have
bought the
5 kids
materials.
and
Now, how
one-
are you going to buy the materials now?
with other jobs by working.
Well,
What do you mean?
What happened to her money?
Her money helped. I was in a hotel at the time. I couldn't do anything.
so you turned it
I
to
have 5 kids and
personal
1
use.
disabled. How many kids do you have?
That's embezzlement. Is this defense
You
about
also
defamation of character? Because she bad-mouthed you, keeping you from getting other jobs.
I could have made plenty of money to do her roof and get back on my feet at the same time.
It was also her choice to get in business with us.
Well, you know what? There's another counter to that. If someone you know inquires about someone you've done business with, you have almost a fiduciary responsibility to reveal the truth about the business interaction. And B, when you have a defamation of character, either libel or slander, guess what? Truth is an absolute defense. So what did she say to anybody that was untruthful? particularly in light of what you got through telling me a short while ago, ma'am. If she was interested in reliability, she would have paid more.
That's not what I
Well,
said.
at the same time, she's telling me that I could
So in other
work
words,
it out
your
and
own
do her job for her.
proposition
I'm
is
also
an
not getting
quiet,
phone calls.
son. Your own proposition over here, ma'am, is that we charge little, so we're not reliable.
That's not what I said
She
at all.
tells her friends, look, this guy's unreliable. I know the price sounds too good to be true. Don't
At the time
do it.
of the disaster in
You
our
get
family,
what you pay
we might
for.
have
You're
been
not paying
unreliable.
for anything. It's not even worth that. That was amazing what you just got through saying. Now, you two are having problems with the kids you have, ranging from
don't have
12
problems with
all
our
the way
kids.
down. No,
We're not
you got to
having
get the
problems with the
money. Remember, there was the
We had a problem with a flood.
weather
We had a problem with the
problem.
flood.
We have no problem with
Everything's
our
going
kids.
wrong, right, ma'am? Fraud, felonious fraud,
That's
embezzlement,
no.
conversion. Well, let me just
Not
put
true.
it right down to it. Embezzlement. See, what you did is arguably a felony.
I did actually talk to the police about possibly having him arrested.
Yeah, it's a
for fraud.
felony. And you see, you've talked to the police, and the people that you have mentioned his activities to have probably also talked to the police. They may be considering a felony indictment, multiple count indictment against you. So you think you got problems now? Try paying the bond on a felony, or getting it set up, or staying in jail. And then there's the thing of whether or not you want the public defender, which is usually a good deal for people, or you want to hire a private counsel. Now, maybe that got your attention. Oh, you don't get
I
it.
don't know what you're talking about.
You engaged in fraud with this woman. You were attempting to engage in fraud with other people, against other people. You embezzled her money. You took the money under false pretenses.
There was no
You
other
have
people.
converted the funds
There
to
was
your
no other
own
people.
use.
There was no other people.
Well, you had other
it
stuff
wasn't
going on
fraud.
because I got your address to serve you with the court papers for this case from an existing case that you have against you in court for collections. So there is more stuff going on with you.
Oh yeah, that's almost, and you were there. That's almost a conspiracy. They get both of you conspiring or aiding and abetting. So your kids would be wards of the state. I'm just trying to get you to understand the seriousness of what you're doing.
I do understand, Your Honor.
Yes, we can't do business that way. You're going to get more than $1,600. You're going to get $2,374. And the reason I put $2,374 is I just put interest on that because they wrongfully kept your funds.
Thank you,
$2,374. I'd hate what they do. It's really a pain because when somebody shakes your hand, looks you in the eye, and says they're going to do something, they ought to do it.
Courtroom is now in recess.
Woo!